Hello, what's up guys? My name's Andrew. I'm going to be talking about the book Frankenstein. So what this book is about, well, Frankenstein. It's about Victor Frankenstein who created the monster Frankenstein, if that even makes sense. So it's a gothic thriller, let's see. It's also passionate romance, so if you lovebirds out there love, romantic novels. Just a little bit of romance. Oh, a little bit of romance in this. And then there's also, it's like a cautionary tale. Well, I think it's like about the dangers of science. That's my perspective. I don't know about yours, but it's about like the dangers of science, of like his creation Frankenstein. So, if you want to read this book, you better. Okay, so this book is by Mary Shelley. It's gothic fiction, kind of like horror fiction, if that makes sense. And it was published in January 1st, 1818. A long time ago, but they made like revised edits and stuff like that, but it's still based on like the same plot. So more about the book though, it's about like, I guess, like the afterlife of humankind. So like it gets interesting. Like at first it starts off, for me at least, a little boring, but then as I read it through, it was like, wow, like I'm shook. And as I read it along, it just got more intriguing and more like, whoa, like you go into the book realizing that it's not what you think it is. Like, you think it's all about a monster, but it's actually like him, and it goes along the storyline of like how he develops as a character and how like this monster has transformed him into a different person. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring Victor in here, and he's going to answer some questions, and yeah, it's all Gucci. It's time for the transition. Hello, I'm Victor Frankenstein. My hair's a mess. I'm wearing a hat. I look good. It's okay. So the first question I will be answering is, what important event is in your life and how did it change you? Probably the most important event in my life is inventing Frankenstein. The creation of him is very unique. I was like interested in like the vision behind life. And so I wanted to create something that would represent that, which is Frankenstein, the monster, of course. And so as I looked at that, I guess it hasn't turned out good. He killed a couple of people, just a couple. I mean, who doesn't, you know? But yeah, that's very interesting. I thought it was like I didn't know my invention would work, first of all. So I was like, wow, okay. And when it did, it was fun. So I had a good time with that, and it's all because of my modern science learning in college. So I think that is what like made me interested in knowing more about the afterlife, coming back to life, if that even makes sense. But yeah, if I were to stop doing my job and go get a new job, what would I do and why? Is the second question. That's a good question. I probably want to be a teacher. You know, teach people more about the modern science world, teach them all unique stuff. Maybe that, or I'm not really sure. I'm not a people's person, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, so I guess I'll just stick with that teacher route, teaching people about modern science and the world of that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's the third question. I think I'm dead in 5 years. I'm not really sure, but well, good to know. Just playing. I'm not gonna die. I think in 5 years I'd see myself. Well, first probably destroying Frankenstein, because like I guess he's a bad influence. Not me, but the monster, of course. Secondly, maybe see myself making my own business. You know, that's pretty interesting, and I'd love to see that. You know, get bigger and bigger in my career building. I like a professor, you know? It's going to go great. What would my friends or family say about me? You know, I ask that to myself every day. I don't even know. I think they think I'm a nice guy until I created my monster, just because of like how like dark I got. Because I was like, because you know, that's what evil scientists do whenever they create things. Except I'm not evil. I think I'm a good character, you know? I do my part, and I do pretty well. Like, I'm pretty nice, pretty unique, compared to other people. So I think my friends and family just care about me, care about my well-being, and they still love me, but they hate how like I've changed over time. In my opinion, what are my strengths and weaknesses? I think I'm a good scientist. Like, I created Frankenstein, so that's a really good strength to have. My weakness is probably also creating Frankenstein, because I think he did kill people, so that's pretty terrible. I can't believe he did that. I did that. It was me, because I created him. Oh my god. I think a weakness I have is also being confident, because really I have it, but I don't. Like, I keep wanting to go further and further, but I'm just going backwards. Like, I'm taking 3 steps back, which is not good. Like, I think if I did this again, did another creation, maybe it would work and be more satisfying than Frankenstein. I'm so sorry, Victor, do not say goodbye, but I will tell you why you should read Frankenstein. I think you should definitely read this book because it's interesting, and who doesn't like interesting books? I mean, if you don't like reading, then maybe it's not for you, but if you love reading, I think you should give it a try. It takes you to, it's like a different book, though. It's not like any other book. It's like has to deal with a monster, like, maybe it is like other books, but like, it has to deal with a creation of a monster, and this monster does develop feelings. And so, like, if, I'm not gonna spill anything, I'll try not to, but, it just gets really interesting as, like, the story is told, and as it continues on, like, it just keeps getting better and better and better, and it keeps building on. It doesn't just like stop, if that makes sense. So I think you should definitely give it a try. You know, just look up a summary, even if you like don't know what it's about and you just want to know a little bit about it. Just look up a summary on the internet or read the back of the book. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Okay, bye.